two things are infinite: the universe and human stupidity. And I'm not sure about the universe. If you can't explain it to a 6-year-old, you don't understand it yourself. Life is like riding a bicycle. To keep your balance, you must keep moving. Anyone who has never made a mistake has never tried anything new. A clever person solves a problem. A wise person avoids it. The world, as we have created it, is a process of our thinking. It cannot be changed without changing our thinking. I know not with what weapons World War III will be fought, but World War IV will be fought with sticks and stones. Peace cannot be kept by force. It can only be achieved by understanding. The measure of intelligence is the ability to change. We all know that light travels faster than sound. That's why certain people appear bright until you hear them speak. The hardest thing in the world to understand is the income tax. It is not that I'm so smart, but I stay with the questions much longer. Genius is 1% talent and 99% hard work. Once we accept our limits, we go beyond them. In the middle of difficulty lies opportunity. The world is a dangerous place to live, not because of the people who are evil, but because of the people who don't do anything about it. What is right is not always popular, and what is popular is not always right. I never made one of my discoveries through the process of rational thinking. Wisdom is not a product of schooling, but of the lifelong attempt to acquire it. Weakness of attitude becomes weakness of character. Few are those who see with their own eyes and feel with their own hearts. Logic will get you from A to Z. Imagination will get you everywhere. Imagination is the highest form of research. Information is not knowledge. The only source of knowledge is experience. There are only two ways to live your life. One is as though nothing is a miracle. The other is as though everything is a miracle. Any fool can know. The point is to understand. Look deep into nature, and then you will understand everything better. Reality is merely an illusion, albeit a very persistent one. I have no special talents. I am only passionately curious. If you want to live a happy life, tie it to a goal, not to people or things. Never memorize something that you can look up. The tragedy of life is what dies inside a man while he lives. A person starts to live when he can live outside himself. I am enough of an artist to draw freely upon my imagination. Imagination is more important than knowledge. Knowledge is limited. Imagination encircles the world. When you are courting a nice girl, an hour seems like a second. When you sit on a red-hot cinder, a second seems like an hour. That's relativity. Try not to become a man of success. Rather become a man of value. The most beautiful experience we can have is the mysterious. It is the fundamental emotion that stands at the cradle of true art and true science. I'd rather be an optimist and a fool than a pessimist and right. Our task must be to free ourselves by widening our circle of compassion, to embrace all living creatures and the whole of nature and its beauty. What a sad era, when it is easier to smash an atom than a prejudice. Imagination is more important than knowledge. For knowledge is limited to all we now know and understand, while imagination embraces the entire world, and all there ever will be to know and understand. The true sign of intelligence is not knowledge, but imagination. The more I learn, the more I realize how much I don't know. Intellectual growth should commence at birth and cease only at death. You never fail until you stop trying.